Hi, our team is conformed by Silvio Conejo Lera, Rui Eduardo Pineda Silva, Rodrigo Salazar Lerma, Venus Vianey Andrade Lajovich, Estefanía Torres Cervantes, and Dulce Shostan Trujillo Saucillo. Today we are going to tell you the scary story of La Quinceañera.
And tales are stories and facts that talk about ghosts, monsters, demons, and every kind of horror creatures. These stories are told from one generation to another generation. Other characteristic of this is that these stories mention a real part and a fictional part. Our tale is called La Quinceañera. Melesio Luna is walking effortlessly down the old street that is poorly designed in El Barrio del Cerrito. The night becomes colder and more gloomy due to the poorly constructed stone fences, unpainted houses, and cats. In the distance, he perceives the chimes that announce the midnight, which is the hour of the dead. He walks as fast as he can and avoids falling on the street. As he passes by the Pantheon, he's very nervous and scared. He comes back from seeing his girlfriend Lola. As he passes out of the Pantheon, he notices a slight sound. As soon as he heard it, he ran as fast as possible. Suddenly, a silhouette passes by in a white dress. But that was not an ordinary thing. He could feel the coldness of a dead body. The wind blew from one side to other for no reason, causing that silhouette to disappear sometimes. Regardless of the street being a mess, this spirit ran into the darkness of the road.
When he gets home, he goes to his room and closes the door. He can't sleep just remembering that horrible moment. The next morning, he looks forward to his grandfather to tell him everything. The grandfather listens to him and says, "A few years ago in a paseo, there was a rich family. They had a beautiful daughter who was about to turn 15. Her name was Magdalena. Her parents took Magdalena to the best shopping center to choose her dress. Magdalena couldn't decide on a dress because they were all beautiful. She was so happy and excited. It was time to go home. The road was dark and it was very difficult to see. When they were near Querétaro, a truck invaded their lane and crashed them.
Parents were found with frozen blood under the seats of the car, and in the back of the car was Magdalena already dead, and was holding very tightly the box of her elegant 15-year-old dress. It was like a very bad dream for her parents. They put her in her coffin with that dress that Magdalena had wanted so much. Days later, one night, the passenger Andres was walking through the streets. When he passed in front of the cemetery, he saw the elegant figure of a person dressed as a quinceañera walking with his heels struck at the cemetery. Andres approached her and immediately turning around shouting, "Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, she is dead!" Her face was skinless and she was running. From that day on, she walked outside and inside the cemetery. Until one night, some people who passed by had the courage to ask, "What is it?" and her dark voice with lamenters labeled, "Please help me, have mercy on me, take off this dress that is ruining me. It takes all the material world because of my vanity and it won't let me rest in peace." These rumors reached her parents and they went to the cemetery at night to see her. Very scared, they managed to hear what he was saying and ran off of there.
The next day, they went to the authorities to request permission to do the death cures group. After listening to the narration, the authorities laughed, jumping them like crazy, and warned that it was punishing by law to exhume a recently cured corpse. For this, they will have to wait 6 years. The girl's parents didn't give up. and start looking for someone who will dare to go to the patron at night to remove the corpse from the coffin and steal the dead girl's quinceañera dress. Time passed until one day they found a cheerful, brave, and very drunk man named Frederico, who offered to do the job in exchange for a good payment. That same day, at midnight, Rebecca went to the patron and exhumed the dress along with the corpse. However, when Rebecca tried to leave the place, he never found the exit. Legend has it that the cursed spirit haunts anyone who approaches his grave.
Will tea from us. Was a pleasure to share our bit of the culture and tradition of the Dia de Muertos. See you later.